Black women, bonnets, Monique. Well, we're going to talk about it when we get back. I'm CLM II for With Power, the channel that helps find the inner power in you. Happy Monday. We hope everybody out there had a fantastic weekend, and it is starting to get hot on the East Coast in New York City tri-state area. It's going to be 90 degrees, and I think we're about to go into a heat wave. But before we continue, listen, if you're into videos that talks about style, fashion, current events, relationships, well, this is the channel for you. So don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll know every time we upload a video, and hit the like button. You'll definitely help us out. Well, the story of the week has been comedian Monique, who has come out and said some things about Black women wearing bonnets and pajamas in public. Let's take a look at the video.
Hey, my sweet babies. So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment, and I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie, and I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie gotta talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get him in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and these slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all asses too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie. Always have pride in your representation of you. It's not to get a man. It is just your representation of you, my sweet babies. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on and you got slippers on and you looking like what the fuck, Nikki gonna tap you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth. Show you what you deserve.
Well, But there you have it. And all week, people have been commenting on her comments. So where do we stand? Or where do I stand? Well, as a person who have been preaching to young men and women for years that appearance means a great deal, I can truly say I am truly behind her. Now, is it because Monique and I are from the same peer group and age group? That could be it. I mean, we were definitely taught that appearance means a lot, especially in the Black and brown community. As we can see, they don't like us anyway, and then their mindset is always that, we're even more of a threat if we don't look a certain way. And we were always taught that we should always look our best at all times. When we go out in public, we should always look our best at all times. Would I have, come out in public and said that, hey, sisters, we need to do better? I probably wouldn't have done it, but I have created channels, I have created content where I emphasize dress. I mean, when I come out in front of you guys, I always try to look my best. My favorite saying, my favorite motto is, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So I think it's highly, highly reasonable and understanding that someone like Monique will come out and say these things. I work with young people. Like I said, I work in the university system, and I get a chance firsthand to see how my young sisters come out every day when they're going to school, when they want to go on job interviews, when they want to meet important people, and sometimes they just don't know. And I always believe that if you know better, you will do better. So it's up to people like myself, people like Monique, to give that words of wisdom. But I truly believe in choice, and if you can understand that sometimes the choices you make, you must be able to accept the consequences. And if you understand that, then hey, by all means, do you. I mean, of course, we have examples of individuals who don't care about appearance, who do very, very well. But I just believe that it's better to always dress up and have to dress down than to dress down and then try to dress up. If you always looking your best, you can get into any place, anywhere, anytime. But if you're dressing down, it's difficult to get into certain places all the time. So that's just my opinion. I'm a fan of Monique. I think she's a brilliant comedian. She has done some great work, and I truly, truly believe that she should go on and do the things that she needs to do in order to give back. And that's all she's doing. She is just giving back, no judgment. She just wants to give back, and she wants to look out for the young sisters who are out there making things happen. So you know what? Let me know what you think. Go down in the comment section, write some comments. Let me know if you believe that appearance does make a difference. And especially for women who will spend tons and tons of money in order to look good. I mean, hey, who can deny that going to the beauty parlor and getting your hair done, going to the manicurist and getting your feet and nails done, going to the spa and getting that spa treatment doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't make you look good. Who can deny that it does? It makes you feel good. It makes you look good. And for some reason, it helps you have a different type of mindset. But hey, let me know what you think, and we'll talk about it. Well, last week, Monday, was the 100th anniversary of the massacre. The massacre that happened in Greenwood. And for those of you who are not up on that, 100 years ago, white people destroyed a town called Greenwood that was called the Black Wall Street. And all week long, they've been doing specials on this. President Biden went out to visit, and he talked about it. And I agree with some of the critics who said, President Biden, you went out there and you talked about it, but you didn't bring anything with you. It would have been nice to have brought something saying, this happened 100 years ago, and you know what? This is what the federal government is going to do for you right now. We're going to do this for you and the people right now so that you can reclaim back your glory. A black man was accused of doing something to a white woman, and the town just went crazy. The white officers came and arrested the black young man, and then of course, instead of waiting for justice, instead of waiting for the court system to be implemented, the white people wanted to have their own justice, and they wanted to kill this young man. And of course, the black people rallied and they came out with their guns to protect the young man. And of course, the white people didn't like that. So not only did they, begin to, go after this young man by force, they decided to go to Greenwood and just destroy the town. And I mean, they used every type of force possible. They came with guns. They even came with airplanes, and they destroyed this town. And took all the land, took all the money. They just destroyed the town. That was 100 years ago. And 100 years ago is not that long ago. It is not that long. It seems like a long time, but I've been around now for almost 60 years. So I realized it's not that long ago that this occurred. And of course, it was a 100-year anniversary. So we wish the best for those individuals. The first form of reparations to any people of African descent should happen right there in that town of Greenwood. And those individuals need to get their land back, restore their funds, must find a way to give them reparations. And that's just the beginning. And hopefully once that happens, it will have a trickle effect. And now all of us will be able to get paid for building this country. Free labor that has built this country. Interesting story. And there will be a link to that story in the description. So make sure that you check that out. Make sure you do your research and look at your history. Well, that's it for this week. And I will see you next time.